Hello everyone, welcome back to another of the reaction to the news. And normally when I do this, it's never good news, unfortunately. I'd like to do good news one of these days. Maybe. Anyway, as you probably read the title, it's about Sony. You ever met someone who shot themselves in the foot? Like they were doing so good and then they made a mistake, shot themselves in the foot? Clearly it's a mistake and they get up and they move on. But then they shoot themselves in the foot again. Get better, and then shoot themselves in the foot a third time. You start to think, what are you trying to do here? That's what I'm feeling with Sony at the moment. Alright, let's back up and put some context to this. So, Sony's upping the price for the PlayStation Plus. That's a bit of a lot of people gripe and grumbles about it, but whatever. We'll live with it. You get the idea, inflation, etc. It's been the same price now for quite a few years. But the quality of service, especially if you've been on the PS4, has been pretty lackluster lately. The servers are frequently down, or not, I won't say they're frequently down, but they're frequently suffering. With I'm putting out 20 megabytes at it consistently, and yet my PlayStation only grabs about 10 megabytes of that with its crappy wireless card, and then the server itself may be slow and bogged down due to the DOS tax. Now, that's the first time they shot themselves in the foot. Now, it's a kind of more of an intentional one, you know, maybe to get out of work, who knows, you get the joke. It's not a very good one. But now, let's talk about the second time they shot themselves in the foot. I'm talking about the PlayStation Slim. PlayStation Pro, well, it's as strange as it is an upgrade of sorts. So I'm not here to talk about that, I'm talking about the Slim. Which they announced almost like a month apart, the Slim coming first, for only $100 cheaper, yet it's a downgrade from the current PlayStation we use, with the audio jack. Yeah, that's a bit of a head scratcher. I'm not sure what they're doing with that. It seems like a horrible idea. The Xbox One S, whatever they're calling it, is barely a price above that, and it's going to be better. And they're releasing it now, at this critical moment. I get they're trying to get it into people's hands for Christmas, but that's what their Pro is for. And they really want to cast this shadow on themselves and on their fan base. Ugh. Now let's talk about the third shot in the foot, which they done today. At least, or yesterday, I should say. I'm not sure when this news actually went live. I only just now received it. It's the mod support for PS4. It's not coming. Officially announced that it's canned. And I just finished my Fallout 4 Showcase series. And this is now going to be affecting the last video on that series. This is the one where I'm the most flabbergasted of them all. Why would they even, they didn't even state a reason, they just said, no, we're not doing it. Now, this comes down to two things. Is it technical or specs just not up to par? If so, why wouldn't they just say that? It would save a lot of face. Oh, so much face if they did. We'd be none too happy, but I wouldn't be talking about it otherwise like this. Or B, they simply just don't like the ability of, some people speculated, of the ability to mod our own games and have some freedom of, of ingenuity in that. For whatever reason. Either way, I am at a loss for words. Now, with this said, Skyrim remastering is on the way. Who in the right mind is going to buy it for the PS4 when they have the other option? The only people who are going to now buy that for the PS4 are people who have nothing but a PS4 or no other option. I can guarantee you now, the comparison of PS4 versus Xbox One Skyrim copies is going to be an effing landslide to Xbox's side. Okay, now to give some more context to this. It's a bit of more backhistory of being added into this now. I am not a pick a favorite person on consoles. Yes, I used to play a lot of PS4 because they have the SHAREfactory. The SHAREfactory is very easy to use. It allows me to make half-decent videos where the Xbox Upload Studio, or the Xbox One's Upload Studio is what I meant to say, it leaves a lot to be desired in terms of, you know, how to create a video. So I've always been a guy who played all sides. When it came to just the three main competitors we know today of the console wars, as we should name it, I guess, we have dubbed it. I had the PS2, I had the original Xbox, and I had the GameCube. I played all three equally. Loved all three equally. There's really nothing bad I could say about all three things. Y'all did something a little different. And they all did something the others didn't really do. Maybe the GameCube was a bit lacking, but it still had great games on it. Okay, and what generation was that? And that was the 6th generation, I think. And then we moved on to the 7th generation. Now, when it came to the 7th generation, the PlayStation made a bad move. A pretty bad move. They priced their PS3 at $600, and that was just a jaw-dropping price. Like, ouch! Like, really, your competitors pretty much was it $450, $400? Maybe I'm a bit forgetful. Maybe even $500, but still, a significant price difference. And that sure had the Blu-ray player. But that's all they really had going for it. Xbox had the better connectivity, the better online components, and and by looking at the startup lineup from the launch games, at the moment looked like it had better games. And yeah, neither side really won that battle, if I had to say. But beside the point. So, during the 7th generation of consoles, I was an Xbox 360 player. Heavily. I did have PS3, I did use it, I did play it, I did like it. I just wish I kept my first generation and didn't break on me that I played PS2 games. That's a rarity of backwards compatibility. And I did have a Wii, though it's used significantly less than the other two. I didn't care for the gimmick. So yes, I was a big Xbox player the previous generation. And then the 8th generation, today's generation's here. Well, I'm not sure if it's going to be the 8th generation and a half with the new consoles coming out, but we'll see about that. Who decides that, I don't know, but yes, and Xbox made some pretty poor choices during the E3 presentation, with the whole always online component, the not able to share your games or resell your games, physical copies even. Yeah, some pretty bad choices, and then PlayStation took the opportunity and gave several undercut blows to the face of them. And I chose PS4 as the main platform, and I continue to do so because it's a very easy platform to create my videos on, to get my point across. I do use the Upload Studio, just not nearly as often on the Xbox One. But lately, I am now questioning, did I make that right effing choice? That's the, like I said, after the third time you shoot yourself in the foot, I have to ask, did I make the right choice? They're increasing the price for PlayStation Plus. And, to be honest, I'm not feeling I'm getting much out of it anymore, as much as I did in the past. I feel like that, I'm getting trash in return. And, to be honest, that's legitimately the problem. I don't feel like that my PlayStation Plus is becoming worth it. It's becoming more and more and more and more not worth it. Ugh. And I'm not made of money. I struggle to make that payment every year. No joke. I am not made of money. I have very little. The reason why my recording equipment is shit. But no, nonetheless, I'll continue to use the SHAREfactory itself. And the PlayStation 4. But I can guarantee you, I will be picking up Skyrim Remastered for the Xbox One. And one of these days, when I cobble together enough money, maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but sometime eventually get myself another copy of Fallout 4 on the Xbox One. But I say that with a very defeated opinion. And that's how I kind of feel with Sony at the moment. You had something great going. But the CEO, what's his name? Oh, I got it wrote down here. Got the NP Sang? Oh, fuck if I know that's how you properly pronounce his name. Guess abbreviation. I'm not sure who got in charge of the online component of Sony Computer Entertainment, but I think that person should be fucking fired. Shot out of a cannon into the sun. Cause I think I'm not so sure if there's gonna be a ninth generation of consoles out there, but I don't think there's gonna be as many people fighting in PlayStation's corner, because just so many bad choices. But I said enough on this topic. This whole rant is on this old subject, reaction to the news, has gone on long enough. Anyway, thank you for listening. I'll see you guys next time in whatever video you choose to watch next. If you do choose to watch news, that is, not sure. Good day.